Check, 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 check. 1, 2, check, check. Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Are you seeing it over there now? Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
Good evening, and welcome to the Windham High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2026. At this time, I would like to ask that everyone remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the color guard of Windham cadets from Salem High School's Air Force Junior ROTC program, commanded by Keegan Morrison carrying the United States flag, with James McIntosh carrying the state flag, and Ryan Millard and Miko Dwornik guarding the flags. To begin our ceremony and honor America, I would like to invite the members of the class of 2026 who are entering the United States Armed Forces or an ROTC program in the fall, Rocco Ponzini and Luke Potter, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for our national anthem, which will be performed by the senior members of the Windham High School Mixed Choir under the direction of Mr. Blake Leister.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you. Please be seated. I would like to thank the members of the school board, Chair Stephanie Wimmer, Vice Chair Shannon Ullery, Cynthia Finn, Dennis Senabaldi, and Dr. Johnny Kitab. Also, Superintendent Dr. Corey Alice Becht, our district leadership team, families, friends, faculty, and especially our class of 2026 graduates. Two special notes for this evening. In the unlikely event of a weather emergency, an announcement will be made to clear the field. We will follow the same procedures we would for an athletic event. Please seek refuge in your vehicles or inside the high school, and an announcement will be made when we are able to resume the ceremony. I would also like to remind all of our guests that the auditorium is open and available if you would like to see a live streamed version of the ceremony. At this time, I am pleased to welcome Ms. Stephanie Wimmer, Windham School Board Chair.
I love the fact that I'm just now finding out I could have been in the air-conditioned auditorium. Now, graduates, families, faculty, staff, and honored guests, on behalf of the Windham School Board, it is my privilege to congratulate the Windham High School Class of 2026. Tonight, we're celebrating the accomplishments of these graduates, but I also want to recognize the families, teachers, coaches, counselors, administrators, and staff who have encouraged, challenged, and supported these students, believing in them along the way. As I thought tonight about what message, and I will be brief, to share with you, I found myself returning to Theodore Roosevelt's Man in the Arena speech. In 1910, and no, Dennis, I was not there. In 1910, Roosevelt spoke about citizenship, responsibility, and the courage required to meaningfully contribute to the world. He wrote, "It is not the critic who counts, not the one who points out how the strong person stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. Instead," he said, the credit belongs to the person who is actually in the arena, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, but who spends themselves in a worthy cause." The language obviously reflects another era, but I think the message remains timeless. Meaningful lives are built by those willing to step forward, take risks, learn from the inevitable setbacks, and keep going when success is uncertain. Roosevelt understood that the people who are truly contributing are not the ones watching from the sidelines. Class of 2026, you've already been in the arena. You've challenged yourself in classrooms, on stages, on athletic fields, through community service, and most importantly, in countless moments that no one else but you saw. You faced obstacles, adapted to change, and supported one another. While tonight is a time of celebration and excitement, for some of you, it might be a time of uncertainty. You may be wondering about the strength of your plan. If that's you, let me share a secret with you. I graduated from high school 40 years ago this month, and I'm still working on my plan. The good news is no one has yet asked to see the plan. So if you don't have everything figured out tonight, you're not alone. What matters most is not which path you choose, but how you walk it, or in Roosevelt's words, whether you choose to be in the arena. To participate rather than observe, lead rather than follow, to be kind rather than cruel or indifferent, to try even when your success is not guaranteed. And as you begin the next chapter of your lives, there are always going to be voices that tell you why something can't be done. Do not let those voices define you. Choose to be the person in the arena. Be the person who takes on difficult challenges, who stands up for what is right, who learns from their failure rather than fearing it. Be the person who asks, "How can I help?" And be the person who has the courage to ask for help when you need it. Remember, life is a team sport. Roosevelt concluded, and I will here too, that even when the person in the arena falls short, they do so while daring greatly. That may be the most important lesson of all. Success is not measured by a single path. Your future will be defined by your willingness to engage fully in life, pursue meaningful goals, serve others, and persevere even when things become difficult. Please know that this community will be thinking of you in the weeks and months ahead. We'll be cheering for you, rooting for you, and yes, praying for you as you take your next steps. Have faith in yourselves. Trust the values you have learned here. Take the next step and then the next step, knowing that you don't have to see the entire path to begin your journey. Wherever life takes you, I hope you will always choose to dare greatly and be the one in the arena. Congratulations, Windham High School Class of 2026.
Thank you, Mrs. Wimmer. At this time, I am honored to ask the president of the class of 2026, Shay Badley, to come to the stage for his address.
Oh my God. My heart is pounding right now. All right. Good afternoon, administration, members of the school board, friends, family, and the Windham High School class of 2026. First and foremost, I would like to thank all the wonderful people who set up this event, all of the staff who have pushed us to this moment, and all of the faculty here at Windham High School who are the reason we are sitting here today. If I told you that I hadn't been thinking about speaking in front of you all every day for the past few months, I'd be lying. Truth be told, I've been terrified. There is no doubt in my mind that writing this speech is one of the harder things I've ever done in my life. And until a few weeks ago, I genuinely didn't have a clue what to write about. I can guarantee that everyone sitting here, especially newly graduating high school students, has at some point wanted to pause time or skip through the bad parts of life so you can know what happens in the future. Or maybe know when you'll reach your goals and finally feel satisfied with yourself and all your hard work. Or maybe you wanted to skip through a rough time during school. Skip through midterms, a boring class, skip straight to the weekend. Or maybe even you wanted to skip to this moment right here. Your high school graduation, eager to get to the after. In these moments, your judgment may have been clouded by an anticipation to push forward or to avoid the weight of hard times. But you might not be considering the toll that fast-forwarding through life might take on the people around you, your relationships with them, and your outlook on life in general. Believe it or not, I'm writing this speech during the end credits of a movie I decided to turn on during a boring, rainy Saturday, exactly 2 weeks before graduation. Click is the movie, which many of you may have seen, with Adam Sandler as the main character. He plays Michael Newman, a struggling architect, husband, and father of 2 kids, reaching for a promotion at his job under a self-absorbed boss. He comes across a Bed Bath & Beyond, looking for a new TV remote, and stumbles into the Beyond part after laying down on a display bed. Remember that part. Michael finds himself in a laboratory and receives a universal remote for his TV from an odd scientist named Morty. He goes home to discover that this remote has the ability to pause, slow down, and fast forward through time. He then uses this to his advantage, skipping through arguments with his wife, speeding through his morning shower, and eventually gets to the point where he fast forwards months and even years at a time to achieve his next promotion at work. Throughout this consistent manipulation of time, Michael coasts through life on autopilot. He continues to miss moments without even realizing it, all while the remote learns from his patterns and begins skipping through life on his behalf automatically. It continues to fast forward through showers, arguments, family dinners, and promotion after promotion until Michael finds himself as the CEO of his architecture firm. But here's what he gains, and here's what he loses. He reaches the top of his career, which is exactly what he wanted. And along the way, he loses his wife to another man, misses his son's childhood and marriage, and more heartbreakingly, loses the small, ordinary moments of life that can never be replayed. All just to get through what would have been one tough week. The movie doesn't end happily. It ends with Michael, old and frail, collapsing in the rain outside a hotel, pulling his son aside, begging him to not make the same mistakes that he did, to not let the drive for success cost him his family. His son, who he now barely knows at this point, holds him as he slips away. And in the final moments, Michael wakes up. It was all a dream. He sprints out of Bed Bath & Beyond, euphoric about his second chance of life. He finds himself hysterically smiling and showing appreciation for his crappy old car he used to hate. He rushes back home to his wife, his kids, his parents, and he tells them that he loves them more than anything and immediately starts spending more time with them. Instead of focusing on work, Michael chooses them over the version of himself who had to win at everything. This rainy day movie feels relevant as I stand here today. Right now, we are in a moment that our future selves will wish that they could return to. We are so lucky to be surrounded by a community who loves us, cares for us, and is hoping for the best of us. We are a class that has been through a lot. We didn't have a senior prank. It's on me. But more importantly, we grew up during a pandemic. We did school on laptops in our bedrooms. And we were asked to grow up faster than we probably should have. And we all ended up here anyway. So as we walk across the stage and into whatever comes next, whether it's college, work, a gap year, or a plan that doesn't have a name yet, I want to ask you one thing. Don't fast forward. Not through the hard parts, and especially not through the good ones. Just let yourself be in the moment. Take that loss, improve, fix your mistakes, bounce back, sit in the car an extra 5 minutes when a good song is on. Call your parents back, eat dinner slowly, take the scenic route, tell people you love them. Michael Newman had the power to skip through time and use every second of it. We don't. And honestly, I think that's the better deal. To the Windham High School class of 2026, it has been an honor and privilege being your president, and an even greater honor to know you all and have grown up with you. Accepting that we have officially grown up now is very difficult. And what's even more difficult for me is saying goodbye to a class filled with so many beautiful and unique people. I'm so excited to see what you all achieve, and I'm rooting for each and every one of you. Thank you for all the memories, and congratulations. Now, let's not rush what comes next. Let's kill it. Have a great night, everybody.
Thank you, Shay. I am now pleased to welcome our valedictorian for the class of 2026, Noah Haskell.
Hey everybody. The good news is that we made it to graduation. The bad news is that now we have to start answering the question, so what's next? And before I begin, I would like to thank everyone who helped us reach this day. Our families, our teachers, coaches, advisors, counselors, administrators, and staff. Graduation is often presented as an individual achievement, but none of us arrived here alone. We stand on the shoulders of the people who encouraged us, challenged us, supported us, and believed in us along the way. Let's think about who we were when we started. We were little kids, free to play together after school, or on Zoom during the pandemic. The thought of graduation was merely a speck on the horizon. 4 years ago, we arrived at the high school with expectations of what these years would be. We imagined the big moments, the championship games, the concerts, the award ceremonies, and perhaps the grades that would shape our futures. Those moments mattered. We remembered the excitement of a packed gym, the satisfaction of reaching a personal goal we had spent months chasing, and the relief of finally seeing a good grade on a test we had studied through the night for. But when I think about what made high school meaningful, my mind goes elsewhere. I remember the teachers who stayed after school to help a struggling student because they believed in us before we believed in ourselves. I remember upperclassmen who showed us the ropes when we were new. I remember teammates, classmates, and friends whose encouragement carried us through difficult days. And I think about the conversations before class began, cracking up laughing during club meetings, joking with the team on the bus ride home from games, and the friends we met in places we didn't expect. The memories that stay with us are often surprisingly ordinary. They are the moments when someone showed us patience, encouragement, respect, or kindness. They are the moments when someone made us feel like we belonged. So, over the 4 years, we have learned a great deal in classrooms, and we have learned from one another. With great thanks to our teachers, teammates, classmates, directors, coaches, and friends, high school became an experience worth remembering. The memories that transformed a building into a community all had one thing in common. Someone chose to be good. Yet the challenges ahead will be greater than any test, performance, or competition that we faced in high school, even that test on World War I or II poetry. The world may seem daunting, and the news may speak of despair. Yet, amid all the uncertainty ahead, there is one thing we can always control: how we choose to treat other people. and I learned that lesson in an unexpected place. As some of you may know, I'm in the honors band. One morning, I showed up sick and quickly began feeling queasy and faint. I tried to explain that I needed to step out, but before I could really get those words out, my section leader, Alyssa, noticed what was happening and spoke up for me. A few moments later, I actually fainted in the hallway. Thankfully, Mrs. Pierce and Mrs. Khalil immediately stepped in to make sure I was okay. Looking back, what stands out to me isn't that I got sick. It's that when some people saw another person struggling, they chose to help and do the right thing. Years later, I still remember that act of kindness. Now I'd like you to think about a time when you felt down. Things weren't going your way. Maybe you had lost something or someone. And maybe someone else noticed how you were feeling. Maybe it was your parents, your little siblings, your friends, your teacher, or someone else who just noticed that you were struggling. Perhaps they walked up towards you and took a seat. You remember moments like these, not just because of how bad you felt inside, but you felt that those people went out of their way to listen to you and help you get back on your 2 feet. My point is that we're all people. After all, we're just recent high school graduates about to enter the workforce, college, missions, military service, or gap year. But that doesn't mean that we can't have a powerful impact on someone's day or even life. Thus, I have one favor to ask of all of you. Work hard, yes. In the words of Mr. Sharma, practice, practice, practice. But also be good. Be good in the small moments. Include the person sitting alone, support your friends when they need you, thank your teachers, and treat every person you meet with dignity and respect. And just as importantly, be good in the larger moments too. As you move into your careers and communities, remember that your choices will affect other people. If you become an engineer, think about the people who will use what you build. If you become a business leader, remember the customers and workers who depend on your decisions. If you become a doctor, teacher, lawyer, scientist, public servant, or voter, remember the people whose lives are touched by your actions. Whatever path you choose, use your talents not just to succeed, but to serve. Our world does not simply need more successful people. It needs more honorable people. People who do the right thing even when it is difficult, who choose integrity any day over convenience, and who leave those around them better than they found them. Before I finish, I would like to offer one final thank you. To our parents and families, thank you for your sacrifices, your patience, and your unwavering support. To our teachers, coaches, advisors, counselors, administrators, and staff, thank you for investing your time, energy, and care into helping us become the people we are today. Many of the lessons we will carry forward were not taught only through your instruction, but through your example. And to the class of 2026, thank you for the memories, the friendship, the laughter, and the community we built together. As we make our way into the world, I'd like to leave you with this quote by Gandalf from The Hobbit. Quote, "I found it is the small things, everyday deeds of ordinary folk, that keep the darkness at bay. Simple acts of kindness and love." End quote. May we be these ordinary people. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Noah. At this time, I will introduce the class of 2026 salutatorian, Nate Kaplan.
Good evening, staff, families, and my fellow graduates. I'm honored to be speaking here to address the class of 2026. At some point, all of us are wrong. Some more often than others, but inevitably, we all have lapses in our knowledge or understanding. For example, I once believed that the earth was round. However, I want to talk about something more dangerous than being wrong, being confidently wrong and never knowing it. We're graduating into a world that is extraordinarily good at telling us what to think. Our feeds know our preferences better than we do. Algorithms curate content that affirms what we believe and buries what might challenge it. AI can generate evidence to support any claim you want, even if that evidence is misleading or completely fabricated. The solution to this problem is critical thinking. As a freshman, I remember thinking that high school would be easy. I never once thought to question it until I was proven wrong by physics and calculus and chemistry. Those classes taught me that understanding something requires effort and intention. Critical thinking is a discipline that requires daily practice. Although it comes naturally to very few people, it is a vital skill to understand the world in a sophisticated way. Critical thinking means asking why before you ask what. Not just, what is the answer, but why is that the answer, and who benefits from me believing it? It means being comfortable with uncertainty. When confronted with a challenging or controversial question, the most mature response you can have is simply, I don't know yet. Unfortunately, most teachers wouldn't accept that answer on a math test. In high school, we were trained to produce answers under pressure, but the best thinkers I've encountered are the ones who are most comfortable saying, the evidence is mixed, the question is hard, and I want to think about it longer. Critical thinking means being open to changing your mind. Studies show that people presented with evidence directly contradicting their beliefs will, on average, believe those things more strongly afterward. This is evidence of an understandable defense mechanism, one that indicates that the idea is worth scrutinizing further. Now, at this point, you may be thinking, isn't he contradicting himself? Shouldn't we be critical of him too? If so, thank you for paying attention, and that's exactly my point. You should be critical of me. By questioning my credibility as a speaker, you are exercising the very critical thinking skills that will bring you to a more informed and nuanced understanding of the world around you. When you read a headline, ask who wrote it and what they left out. When you feel certain about something, ask yourself what evidence would change your mind. If the honest answer is nothing, think about that for a while. Critical thinking is not cynicism. Cynicism is the certainty that nothing is trustworthy. In my opinion, blind trust and blind distrust are both destructive perspectives, while critical thinking gives us a way to make determinations for ourselves on controversial topics. Unlike cynicism, critical thinking is the perspective that if you look hard enough, ask clearly enough, and listen sincerely enough, you can get closer to the truth. Albert Einstein once said that the value of an education is not the learning of many facts, but the training of the mind to think. Through your education, you have not necessarily been told what to think, but you have definitely been told how to think. The question is whether you use what you've learned only on homework problems or on the larger and messier problems of our modern world. Congratulations, class of 2026. And if you're going to be wrong better.
Thank you, Nate. At this time, we'll ask that our seniors, who are members of the WHS Concert Band, make their way over to this tent to perform one final piece. Under the direction of Ms. Becky Pierce, they will perform Pusta by Jan van der Roost, movements 1 and 3. This piece was selected by this group of seniors to be their final performance at Windham High School. Thank you, Ms. Pierce and the WHS Concert Band. It is now my pleasure to introduce this year's guest speaker, who was selected by our students. Please help me welcome longtime WHS physics teacher, Mr. Patrick Kaplow.
Esteemed faculty, distinguished members of the stage party, families and friends, and most importantly, the class of 2026, good evening. Thank you for inviting me. It is truly a privilege to share this moment with you. You invited a teacher this evening for what we can call the last lecture of your compulsory education. I'm going to start off with a bit of bad news. There are going to be learning objectives, a follow-up homework assignment, and we're seconds away from launching into a science lesson. Your 3-part follow-up assignment will have due dates in 1 hour, 1 month, and 1 year. Although, having taught many of you, I know due dates are somewhat interpreted as more of a philosophical suggestion rather than a firm requirement. I'm looking at you, Sahaj. In the throes of the pandemic, I decided to study beekeeping on a whim, and by the following year was ready to install 2 hives. I'm married to a biology teacher, and she was delighted that I was indulging in the study of the living world, especially after decades of marital feuding between biology and physics. She has never forgotten, and recalls at least once every year, the time when I unwisely made the mistake of calling biology the soft science. In the years since I've installed those hives, some unexpected things have happened. I discovered a complex world of incredible social order, cooperation and competition, as well as theft and murder mysteries. It turns out high school isn't the only place with drama. I've caught a glimpse of the harmonious inner workings of a species. I've also been stung in the mouth and went about my day looking like a botched Botox patient. I've shared my honey crop with neighbors and friends, shared experiences as a new beekeeper with others, and deepened friendships. I discovered that I was wrong about my distaste for biology and my preference for what I had considered the more orderly mathematical world of physics. And if I was wrong about something that I had felt so strongly about, what else might I be wrong about? It turns out that I am wrong, or maybe I've oversimplified many things that I didn't regularly spend time engaged with. What certainty are you carrying today that might become tomorrow's surprise? Because one of the strangest parts of becoming an adult is realizing that the older you get, the more often you find yourself saying, you know, I was completely wrong about that. The beekeeping experience also reinforced a guiding principle for me, which is that there is usually a significant unexpected payout from taking risk. Perceived risk is correlated with fear, one of the most powerful human emotions. It has been baked into our DNA for millions of years because it creates avoidance of unnecessary risk in an ancient world filled with danger. If you're not worried about that saber-toothed tiger crouched around the corner, then you're likely to become lunch. The rules of natural selection mandate that if you become lunch, you don't pass on your traits, and the genetic pool over time becomes more risk-averse, more fearful. The modern world has quickly changed the amount of real risk we are subjected to, but our DNA, our programming, has hardly had time to adjust. Today, the saber-toothed tiger has largely been replaced by things like asking someone out, calling customer service, and having to make your own doctor's appointments. Fear is the operating system hidden deep inside all of us, quietly shaping many of the decisions we make. So here you sit, minutes away from the finish line of your K-12 education, and it's time to ask an important question. How will you push yourself to grow this summer? How will you break the familiar routines of time at the pool, shopping trips, lazy evenings with friends, or doom scrolling? Maybe it's time you take that road trip. Go camping in Maine, a weekend in Montreal, hiking with friends, museum trip on the commuter rail. Organize and take charge. Present a well-planned itinerary to your parents and convince them you're prepared. And by well planned, I mean something more detailed than, trust me, bro. Moms and dads, you have a part to play here too. Muscle memory instinctively instructs us as parents to keep them close, but maybe a little room is what they need the most right now. This is your 1-month assignment. What will you plan for this summer that will challenge you to grow? One of the easiest ways to challenge fear is to become a beginner again, and for me, that meant French. Mastering a foreign language is as challenging as calculus and physics. It can be humbling and most assuredly involves taking risk. If you've ever tried to make both R sounds, the one in the back of the throat and also that rapid fire one on the tip of the tongue, you know what I'm talking about. Both my parents were French speakers, and I like to tell people that I learned French when I was getting disciplined by my mother, and in the heat of the moment, the English words didn't come to her fast enough. Today, I am far from perfect. My tenses are usually misaligned, genders off the mark. But recently, when traveling to Quebec or France, nothing stops me. I'll confidently march into a cafe and say things like, "We would like to have drinking." And here's the thing. Nobody cares. No one mocks me. No one laughs at me. Occasionally, someone gently corrects my pronunciation. But mostly, people really appreciated that I was trying. My confidence in French exceeds my actual ability by truly an impressive margin. So what exactly are you afraid of? Growth requires vulnerability, and vulnerability mandates risk. So make mistakes, fall down, sound funny, and accelerate your growth. This is not only an evening of celebration, it is a party season. Your community wants to recognize not only your accomplishments, but probably most importantly, to mark the moment of transition as you take your first real steps away from the nest. There will be parties, maybe some fat envelopes, probably some gifts to get you prepared for this next big part of your life, and hopefully some good old forced family fun. Here's the thing. It's pretty easy at this inflection point in your life to get lulled into thinking all this attention is expected. You sit here on the gilded hilltop in one of the most beautiful public schools in the state of New Hampshire that was built by the people sitting behind you right now. They're here because for years they've put your needs ahead of their own. In this moment of intense focus on you as an individual, I urge you to take a moment and recognize, as difficult as it might be, that you've reached this point with other people in your corner. None of us gets here alone. This is your 1-hour assignment. Make the commitment right now to convey your gratitude, even though everyone is looking at you, with the 3 iconic words. In the flurry of pictures marking the occasion, strangely punctuated by the smell of cigar smoke, find your people, lock on to them, and tell them that you love them. That's all they've ever wanted from this graduation night. And finally, your 1-year assignment. 1 year from tonight, ask yourself, what have I changed my mind about? What certainty did I carry tonight that became tomorrow's surprise? Maybe it's a career path. Maybe it's a place. Maybe it's a person. Maybe it's even yourself. The people who continue to grow aren't the ones who are always right. They're the ones willing to discover that they were wrong. If a physics teacher can learn to love biology and become fascinated by the hidden world of insects, and if a middle-aged man can walk into a cafe and happily butcher a foreign language, then surely you can allow yourself to be surprised by who you can become. Be curious, take risks, tell people that you love them. 1 hour, 1 month, 1 year. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Kaplow. It is now my honor, as the principal of Windham High School, to present the class of 2026 to the Windham School Board and the Superintendent of Schools. I certify that each class member receiving a diploma today has completed the requirements established by the state of New Hampshire and the Windham School Board. Staff, at this time, please form the gauntlet as we will now begin the conferring of diplomas. We are fortunate tonight to have our two assistant principals, Mr. Harley Hall and Mr. Mike Kashigan, announcing this year's graduating seniors.
All right, seniors, here we go. Noah Haskell. Nate Jonathan Kaplan. Ryan Grapham Kaplan. Shay Michael Badley. John Charles Durkin. Robert Joseph Durkin. Nia Mutai. Ryan Anthony Tibbetts. Shawnee Himanshu Patel. Priya Sounder. Shauna Hanyost Hatfield. Abigail Elizabeth Petrini. Anna Sun. Raj Shah. Serena Ray Afonso. Dylan Carson Aldrich. Adam Alcatatbe. Nadia Jean Allen. Madeline Elizabeth Alves. Destiny Juan On. Ryan Michael Artizone. Santa Maria Arun. Joseph Daniel Adelano. Julia Grace Alayan. Aiden Hajar Azkul. Kayla Mackenzie Baldwin. Frederick Pierce Barker IV. Andrew Michael Begley. Brooke Lynn Bergeron. Madeline Elizabeth Belinsky. Michael Daniel Beery. Farayan Biswas. Rowan Bryn Bamba. Alexander Anusa Bowling. Emma Grace Brennan. Diana Mary Breton. Nellie Ray Buchanan. Benjamin Michael Cafiso. Nugget Sherman Callahan. Callie Nicole Campbell. Braden Cole Christmas. Kylie Elizabeth Candon. Lila Soledad Caracito. Monica Cerna. Eleanor Barbara Chadwick. Lily Catherine Chalmers. Maxwell James Chapman. Edward Zafar Charity. Alexander Shudroy. Athena Chen. Samprit Chirikuri. Gordon Chick. Adrian Joseph Shivik. Nathaniel Joseph Chiquetto. Samuel Jack Clark. Brady Nicholas Clementi. Patrick Joseph Collins. Owen Robert Constantino. Lucas Hawes Cooper. Joshua Robert Corbett. Giovanna Rose Costarelli. Daniel John Cousins. Giuseppe Coviello. Caroline Jennifer Cross. Phoebe Lynn Cunningham. Braden Patrick Curran. John Meyer Davidson. Sienna Victoria DeCastro. Ryan James DeMarco. Amelia Catherine DePlacido. Karis Jillian Duncan. William Joseph Dunn. Emma Lorene Dwyer. James Thomas Early. Micah Estrada. Natalie Elizabeth Ferris. Aaron Benjamin Fellings. Owen Robert Flackney. Liam Paul Flynn. Parker Gowins Francis. Cole James Friccione. Ella Maria Gallinelli. Cody James Garrett. Damian Gatsy. Sienna Rose Gattinella. Ava Joe Gazda. Reed Patrick Gendron. Isabel Grady Gilbert. Alejandro Giraldo. Nikita Svetlana Gomez. Autumn Giselle Goss. Elizabeth Marie Grasso. Andrew Patrick Griffiths. Hannah Mohammed Ahmed Salah Eldin Ganena. Anna Heloise Hartman. Anne Marie Hartafilis. Paul Christopher Hennessy. Amelia Sage Herard. Ryan Dennis Hiltz. Evan Thomas Patrick Hawking. Isabel Hogan Leventis. Madison Ellen Holding. Adam Isles. Bryn Gage Johnson. Brady Thomas Jezik. Ellie Grace Jezik. Tyler Scott Jordan. Eliana Desiree Jusak. Jeffrey Paul Keene. Mason James Koch. Alexander Christian Kulichkov. Nael Alejandro LaChapelle. Dominic Darren LaFlame. Gabriella Selma Laher. Nolan Robert Lamb. Allison Ray Lankowski. Noah Robert Bayer Laspina. Kate Simone Leclerc. Brooklyn Grace Lemire. Jared Stephen Lara.
Michael Ethan Leitz. Evan Lima Pimenta. Nicholas Joseph Leonardos. Sophia Lopez. Parker Nicholas Luco. Nolan Francis Lynch. Erin Elizabeth McDonald. Zoe Anastasia Makris. Elena Spear Manning. Thomas John Manning. Casey Alice Martin. Drew Arthur Martinchick. Sebastian Alejandro Martinez. Joshua David Martino. Dana Elizabeth McAleer. Madeline Grace McDonough. Liam Michael McGrail. Taylor Ryan McGrath. Caroline Lily McNamara. Patrick Randon McNamara. Connor William Mullally. Yep, you got it. Owen Thomas Mello. Luca Andrew Mercuro. Xavier Joseph Mariska. Anna Jean Merrill. Aaliyah Elizabeth Miller. Sadie Bly Miller. Jalen Elizabeth Morgan. Hunter James Morrison. Martin Sol Moskowitz. Kevin Edward Murphy, Jr. Sarah Rose Murphy. Harley Rayanne Neal. Isabella DeFio Nigro. Liam Robert O'Brien. Chelsea Bell Offerson. Colton Reed Oliver. Zachary George Oliver. Melina Judith Thayer Olson. Henry Michael Palmer. Matthew Jason Pancoast. Lucas Alexander Pantelli. Christopher Samuel Perillo. Cole Martin Partington. Om Hamit Patel. Sahaj Malik Patel. Maxwell James Perlberg. Matthew Robert Peterson. Noah Michael Philippe. Atulith Podatori. Xavier Alexander Polanco. Rocco Joseph Ponzini. Luke Anthony Potter. Oliver Grant Praster. Addison Rose Quaglietta. Grayson James Quaglietta. Vincent Anthony Rago. David Matthew Rowley. Charlotte Helen Ray. Nicholas Daniel Redard. Lucy Catherine Ricart. Isabel Haley Rittenhouse. Roberto Juan Robles. Natalie Jane Rogers. Gianna Lucia Rufo. Thomas James Rufo. Morgan Rose Ryan. Alexander Ted Timothy Sacco. Kendall Joanne Salvador. Ella Concetta Sangladolce. Riley K. Sawyer. Harper Cecilia Schultz. John Carlton Schumacher. Ida Yulia Seeholster. Jaden Elizabeth Seitzer. Ethan Samuel Shapiro. Joshua Charles Shields. Riley Samantha Simmons. Caitlin Christine Squiet. Bradley Thomas Smith. Dante Francis Solomini. Madeline Faith Susi. Samuel Donald St. Hilaire. Timothy Kent Stapleton. Madeline Christine Stair. Jack Michael Stephanides. Liam Joseph Stevenson. Samaya Nama Solomon. Brianna Jane Sulo. Thomas Joseph Sylvain. Herschel Eratosthenes Terrence Jr. Anna Grace Taylor. Aiden Jack Terrio. William Lowen Tomasek. Michael Joseph Tomasi. Rudy Lee Torres Jr. Emma Riley Tran. Joshua John Trudell. Addison Shay True. Leah Tunick. Samantha Lee Williams. Benjamin Thomas Urquhart. Catherine Esther Vavra. Gwendolyn Maria Vincent. Athanasios James Vugius. Shay Rain Watson. Autumn Rose Weingarten. Austin David Whitehouse. Ella Rose Wilkins. Riker Anderson Wilson. Futani Sophia Wu. Madeline May Wyatt. Connor H. Zhu. Avon Riley Yanako. Alina Mary Rose Zukowski. Lauren Joyce Zakis. Riley Catherine Zakis.
Congratulations to the class of 2026. It is now my honor to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Corey Alice Becht.
Good evening, graduates, families, faculty, and honored guests. I know everyone is extremely hot, including me, in this Boston College gown. I'm sweating, as many of you are. And so you probably do not want to have a very long superintendent speech after you've graduated. So in tradition, we've prepared a video to capture many of your memories at Windham High School. Please play the video.
4 years ago, your journey began. You grew, changed, and found your path. Now, let's revisit the memories and excitement of your senior year.
Do you choose to be good, to hold the door open, to ask someone to sit with you, as Noah has reminded us the importance of? Do you ask the hard questions and think critically about the world around you, as Nate suggests? Do you rise to the challenges Mr. Kaplow put forth to be curious and take risks? And do you lean on the memories you've made, as Dr. Becht reminded you of? But in addition to these decisions that define who you are the decisions you make about how you see the world around you. My charge for you is this: choose to be positive, for there are always negatives if you look hard enough. But instead, choose to embrace your ability to decide for yourself and look instead for the good. Look for the good in the person, in the situation, in the challenge that has presented itself to you. Find the silver lining, the opportunity to grow and learn from the mistake, the hope. There will be obstacles and moments of doubt, but in these moments, try not to shift focus to others or be too quick to blame. Instead, find the courage to embrace your ability to shape your own destiny by making your own decisions and realizing your own power. As I look out at you now, recent high school graduates, I cannot help but be reminded of Katie's ending message in Mean Girls. I see you stars, so many stars tonight. You could make diamonds dull, you are so beautiful. I see stars. You shine as bright as day. I will look out for you and what you make happen. At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Becky Pierce, Ms. Elizabeth Dumais, and Ms. Jess Riles to present this year's Faculty Award.
Class of 2026, we stand before you with immense pride as we prepare to grant this year's Faculty Award. This accolade, bestowed by your dedicated teachers, symbolizes recognition of excellence both within and beyond the confines of the classroom.
Throughout these past 4 years, you've been a canvas painted with the colors of countless influences, from those present tonight to those absent, each contributing to your journey and marking the significant milestone in your lives.
Our journey together has been more than mere coexistence within classroom walls and school corridors. We've forged a bond where support has flowed freely in both directions. We've spurred you on to unlock the fullest potential of your intellect, talent, and character, be it in academic pursuits, on stage, on the field, or through community engagement. In turn, you've inspired us to reach for our own pinnacles of achievement.
It's our fervent hope that as you bid farewell to Windham High School, you carry with you a profound comprehension of what it means to embody excellence through hard work, personal responsibility, and dedication to others, values that lie at the heart of our educational mission. May these ideals not just shape your journey thus far, but continue to illuminate your path forward.
We were humbled by the extraordinary caliber of nominees for the Faculty Award. This demonstrates the far-reaching impact your class has had on our community. For this, we extend our deepest gratitude.
It is with great honor and admiration that we grant this year's Faculty Award to a student who embodies the essence of our mission statement. The student chosen for the Faculty Award this year was described by teachers as a genuine individual, well-rounded, intelligent, kind-hearted, always wears a smile, works to their fullest potential, and brings their best self to class every day. Congratulations to our esteemed and deserving recipient, Cody Garrett. May your future endeavors be as remarkable and inspiring as your time here at Windham High School.
He already got it, I think. I think he already got the envelope. Yes, you were supposed to come in. Congratulations, Cody.
Thank you guys so much. I really couldn't have done it without everybody here.
Congratulations.
You have
have a part here.
Oh, all right.
To conclude our ceremony, I would like to invite Cody Garrett to lead the class in turning the tassels and closing the ceremony. Congratulations once again to you all. I would like to ask that the audience remain seated until all of our graduates, members of the faculty, and those of us on stage process out.
All right, we will now turn the tassels. Class of 2026, please rise. All right, graduates, turn your tassels. Woo!
Congratulations.